That's 190 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've met the fight officials. Let's meet the boxers. This contest scheduled for 12 rounds. It's for the WBU Cruiserweight title of the world. Introducing out of the red corner on my left, he weighed in at 86.30 kilograms. His fight record, 14 wins, 3 losses, all 14 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in the black trunks. He challenged in October last year for the WBO Cruiserweight title. Tonight he challenges for the WBU Cruiserweight title. Introducing the challenger from Sydney, Australia, please welcome Adam Watts. We get to the blue corner and the champion. He weighed in at 85.30 kilograms. His fight record 11-1 with 2 draws, 8 of his 11 wins by way of knockout. Tonight he makes the 3rd defense of the title he won from Robert Norton in England in 1999. He also makes his 3rd appearance to Carnival City. Ladies and gentlemen, from Pretoria, fighting out of the Hammer Gym in Benoni, please welcome the WBU Cruiserweight Champion of the World, South Africa's Sebastiaan Rothmann.
Okay, guys, let's have a good, clean fight. Good fight. Good luck to both of you. Go to your corners and wait for the bell, huh?
There we are into this first international fight here on the board at Carnival City for the WBU Cruiserweight Championship of the World. South Africa's Sebastiaan Rothmann defending his title against the Australian Adam Watt, scheduled for 12 rounds.
One of our most experienced referees, Len Hunt, taking control of this bout. So Watt with the height and reach advantage. Just how much that is going to be a factor in this bout remains to be seen, though.
Well, Watt comes off a loss, a disastrous loss against Johnny Nelson in England. He was knocked out in 5 rounds, a clean knockout on his back.
You say disastrous, and yet Nelson is a very good fighter. He's slick. I think really in the cruiser division, he's possibly the best there is there.
But Nick, you know, he's not a big puncher, they say, but he knocked out Watt. He took him clean out.
Well, we've heard about Watt's punching power, but I tell you what, I think Sebastiaan Rothmann is punching a lot harder these days as well. He's physically in very good shape for this fight, as good as I've ever seen, I think. He looks really in very good muscle tone. It's extremely good. He worked hard.
Adam Watt is the British Empire or Commonwealth Cruiserweight champion. We don't hear much about that anymore these days. But one time that was a well-recognized title. He won that title when he knocked out Bruce Scott. That is up in Scotland, in Glasgow, in the undercard of the Tyson fight.
You mean that dreadful evening in the rain with Lou Savarese?
Lou Savarese, that's right. Could we call that a fight, Nick?
It was more like a swimming gala, I think. All that water coming down. Watts with the right hand falling short. Rothmann replying with the left, but no damage done.
And that's Sebastiaan Rothmann, the champion, defending champion here in the blue trunks.
Right, step back.
And Adam Watt in the black trunks. Adam Watt challenging here for his 2nd world title. Failed in his 1st attempt against the WBO champ, Johnny Nelson.
Sebastiaan Rothmann took a number of right hands from Kelly Oliver that he needn't really have in their last fight. And I think he's determined to keep a tighter defense tonight, Ron.
Yeah, well, he's boxing well, I must say. The first round, he's boxing behind the jab, is Rothmann. And a good first round, so he's going to the last 50 seconds out of round 1. A good shot to the body from Rothmann. Another one. Good body shots here from the champion.
Although Watt fought his way out of that corner quite nicely. A couple of hooks to the body in reply by the Australian challenger. But Rothmann looking good with that right hand to the body.
And he can't get too careless.
Stop! Stop! Keep him up, huh?
The referee, Len Hunt, just calling for Watt to keep it up, but I don't think it was intentional. And good jabs coming there from a champion.
Watch your heads.
Straight left there from a champion. Cutting the ring off so well tonight is Sebastiaan Rothmann. Boxing very well within himself here in round 1. Body shots, that's going to tell in the later rounds. And it's all Rothmann now.
Stop!
uppercuts, all right. As jy sê uppercut, jy moet compact play, all right. Ek like die body shots. Hy sê dat net nou begin voel, all right. Spoeg uit. Al die pas hom, relax, lê terug. Al die pas hom, relax. Okay. Hy jab moet werk, jy moet boep, jy weet. Jy moet hom surprise, all right. Al die pas hom.
Oh, some action, yeah, Papa. See those body shots, those good right hands coming in underneath. And those shots will pay dividends as the fight progresses towards the later rounds. And a low blow there, that's what referee picked up there, but referee Leonard picked up at low blow, just underneath the belt.
With the uppercut, but hit that right hand over kick. Okay, all right? Breathe. Let's breathe. Come on, Adam. Let's breathe. Come on. Breathe.
A look at Jeff Fennick, great fighter in his day. Remember those fights with Azuma Nelson in the corner of Adam Watt.
A triple world champion, a lot of experience, first 20 fights, he won them all, won 3 world titles, 18 inside the distance. One of the great little fighters out of Australia. But yeah, we're at the Carnival City now, fighting for another title, the WBU Cruiserweight title, and that's Sebastiaan Rothmann, the defending champion in the blue trunks. And he had a good first round. He started off so well in that first round as Rothmann.
Yeah, business-like opening round, I thought, from Sebastiaan Rothmann. Managed to land some good shots, especially the body with the right hand once or twice.
And what's the difference? You see the Rothmann up on his toes there, Nick, and Watt right flat on his flat-footed, and I think that's the difference. Just
Break it up. Come on.
Sebastiaan Rothmann just moving in so nicely, moving in and out. Oh, a good right hand, possibly the best right hand thrown by Watt in the fight so far. Adam Watt is 33 years old, started his boxing career very late. It was in 1996. He was a kickboxer.
Watt counters quite nicely with the left hand off the ropes there. He's got a useful left hook, as Adam Watt.
Well, I think he's warming up a bit in this round. A better round here for Watt in round 2. And that's Adam Watt from Australia, 33-year-old. Black trunks, fighting his way out of the ropes, off the ropes.
The fight is falling into a pattern though already, with Rothmann moving forward, Watt countering off the back foot. Rothmann trying to pin him on the ropes, but Watt doing some good work off the ropes, although a couple of punches on the low side there.
But I think it's his style, you know, he just throws from the back foot, and that's why they tend to come in low. But Rothmann can't get too careless, because he can pick up a big right hand from Watt. Just not get overconfident.
Well, he's aware that Watt has some punching power. All 14 of his wins have been inside the distance.
With the last 50 seconds out of round 2, and a better round here for Adam Watt. Score into the body, low shots coming in there from a champion. It's a swinging Watt, a wild swinging stuff. Very little straight punches coming from Watt.
Very nice jab from Rothmann, really rammed into the face of Adam Watt there, forced him backwards. That's an area of his fight game that's improved as well.
Oh, right hand.
So down goes Watt, flash knockdown. I don't think he's badly hurt, but the confidence may have been drained a bit.
Let's go.
Right, Rothmann, let's see if he can pick his shots now and perhaps finish this one. The crowd is urging him to do it. Watt firing back.
Well, he doesn't look too confident as Watt now. Very little coming back from Watt now. But it's all Sebastiaan Rothmann. A good round for the champion.
Well, a smile breaking out on the face of Adam Watt, but he was in trouble. No question there at the bell. From Adam Watt. Jeff Fennick's got some work to do here, right?
Well, you could see the look in his eyes, Nick. I think he was shaking, you know. I must say, he was doing so well in that round, but that shot just put him right back. We're into round 3 of the scheduled 12 rounder. Are we going to see 12 rounds? Watt has never been the distance in any of his 17 fights. He's in his 18th fight here tonight. 33-year-old Watt against the younger Sebastiaan Rothmann, the confident Sebastiaan Rothmann, 26 years old.
World champion too, WBU Cruiserweight champion, and that's the title he's defending now. His 3rd defense he's making.
Watch your head, yo.
All of his defenses thus far have been in this Big Top arena. First against the American Damon Reed, and then against Kelly Oliver last year.
Well, he made hard work of the Kelly Oliver fight, but he's looking so good here tonight. Well, is Watt making him look good? Watt is very slow, a little bit ponderous at times.
Well, I think he's wary of that right hand of Sebastiaan Rothmann
Watch your
too.
heads, both of you.
Fight falling into that familiar pattern with Rothmann pushing forward, Watt circling on the back foot, looking to counter. But Rothmann getting off his punches first now.
Fighting a very controlled fight is Rothmann tonight. And that is Rothmann in the blue trunks and Adam Watt in the black trunks. Quiet around you now. Possibly Watt holding back.
Stop. You can't hold it in here, sir.
Referee Hunt warning Rothmann there for holding and hitting.
Once again, Adam Watt with his back to those ropes. And Rothmann teeing off, but nothing really landing all that cleanly in that exchange.
Well, Watt is very ponderous, Nick. Just look at that right hand out goes over. Lazy, ponderous right hands.
That wasn't a bad little uppercut, though, inside as Watt came off the ropes.
Clubbing right hands there from the champion. And that's Rothmann in the blue trunks.
Well, I told you Sebastiaan Rothmann's punching power had improved. He's certainly a heavier hitter than he was when he won this title.
Just remember, he's up against a 33-year-old tonight. He's not up against a young, up-and-coming fighter. That makes a difference. Watt has definitely slowed down. The reflexes have gone.
And, of course, Sebastiaan Rothmann is wearing him down as we speak.
Well, those body shots must take their toll. You can see the redness on the body, and that right coming in again to the ribs. Those hurt.
Left counter to the ribs from Adam Watt.
A little bit surprised at Watt with that big right hand. I haven't really seen it yet tonight. And there's the big right hand of Rothmann.
Well, we've heard about the punching power of Adam Watt, but the way I'm seeing it ringside, Rothmann is landing the heavier blows at the moment. Well, a short right hand to the ribs from Sebastiaan Rothmann. Watt backed up all the time in this fight. Has not been able to come forward at all.
It's all Rothmann now. The ponderous blows come in there, and a good round for the champion.
Right. Kick Barati for getting...
Adam, you can bring him onto the right hand, Adam. We've got to just do it properly, mate, okay?
You've got to get left hand up when you're doing it.
Every time we get on the ropes is when he's coming to us, Adam. Try to get... When your ass touch the ropes, get off the ropes, okay? Have a drink from me, Adam. Drink it. Breathe. That's common good, Adam. Come on. Adam, we hurt him. Then we got Adam, we hurt him with a couple of punches, and we were off him too far away. Close that distance and hit him hard, Adam.
Take the bucket.
A look at Sebastiaan Rothmann in action there in the third round. Again, pushing forward, looking to set up that right hand. See if he can find the jaw or the body of Adam Watt once again. Knocked him down in the second round with a peach of a right hand. What does a little bit of effective countering coming off the ropes, but nothing all that dangerous at the moment.
There's no snap in his punches, you know, very, very ponderous.
Here we go, round 4, scheduled for 12. The WBU Cruiserweight title at stake tonight. 2 more world title bouts to come, featuring Baby Jake McLaren and Leflanolo Ledwaba.
Well,
to round off the evening. Plus the Jan Bergman-Joseph Makaringa fight. That's up next. Don't forget about that.
Well, just look at the record here of Adam Watt. Very little name fighters on his record. The only name fighters he's fought are the ones that have knocked him out. Valery Vicor was knocked out in 1998. Johnny Nelson knocked him out in his last fight in October 2000. So really, he's never fought anybody of note.
But apart from the Johnny Nelson fight, of course, which he lost.
But he was never in that fight. He just took shellacking from the first round until he was knocked out in the 5th round.
Just looking at our other cruiserweight champions out there, Vasily Girov, very strong Russian, Johnny Nelson. Just trying to think who some of the others might be, Ron. Just trying to line them up in order of importance in this division.
Well, you know, you've got Girov, possibly the best of the lot.
Strongest,
strong
I would say,
fighter,
yes.
Unbeaten.
Watch your head, Adam.
The Barker Cup at the Olympic Games. Very, very strong man.
Fabrice Tiozzo lost his title the other day, didn't he? The Frenchman.
Frenchman, that's right. But here we are, the WBU Cruiserweight title at stake here. And it's all Sebastiaan Rothmann, the champion, just pushing out the jab.
Break it up.
They're just in control here tonight. The only hope here for Adam Watt is for one big right hand to come in, because really he's not in the same class as the champion. And that's Adam Watt from Australia in the black trunks.
Watt has lost his mouthpiece.
She's got Adam written on it, so it's a personalised mouthpiece, that.
Break.
Makes the referee's job easier.
Stopping the fight to see, they got a spare gum guard there. The wrong fighter. He'd end up with 2 mouth guards. Well, they got the right one now.
Let's go.
Well, Adam Watt is not amused.
How can you give my mouth guard to somebody else, he thinks. And now it's Rothmann just jabbing, pushing out the left hand. The straight left hand just coming through. And a good little right hand coming there from Rothmann.
Don't pull him in.
Well, the roles reversed momentarily with Rothmann with his back on the ropes. We haven't seen that too often this evening.
Holding him.
Oh, it's a very pedestrian pace here now.
Well, the pace of this bout has fallen away quite a bit. It was never fast in the first place, but really has slowed down.
And I thought after that first knockdown in the knockdown in the second round, but it's really slowed down now. And Watt just holding there just to stay in.
Stop.
And Rothmann must take that round 2.
On your card, as I glance across, Ronnie's pitching a shutout at the moment. You've given him every round, and I can't argue with that.
Ek weet is koud, so jy af. Trek diep asem.
Thank you.
Alasem. Gee Vaseline, Coleman. As hierdie ouetjie mooi vang, hy body shots is mooi, maar jy kry hom net te mooi.
Right, much of the same in the last round. Rothmann landing a right hand to the side of the head. And you can see Adam Watt there just trying to tie his man up inside. He's starting to hurt from these shots.
I think it's just a matter of survival for Rothmann.
For Adam Watt.
Adam Watt, sorry, not for Rothmann. Rothmann looks so
Catch up with that.
good condition coming out here for the 5th round. Round number 5 in this WBU Cruiserweight title fight here at Carnival City. Sebastiaan Rothmann, the defending champion in blue trunks. Adam Watt from Australia in the black trunks.
Watt making a very late start to his boxing career. I think he was all of, 29 years of age, I think, when he started out.
As you said, Nick, you know, he was a kickboxer. He had 42 fights as a kickboxer.
He was telling us about some of the money that can be made in Japan as a kickboxer. And, of course, Mike Bernardo is a South African name as a boxer, we know him, also as a kickboxer. Big hero in Japan, and he's making some good money out there.
Adam Watt said he couldn't make money as a kickboxer in Australia, so that's why he went to boxing.
Well, he's going to struggle to make money off Sebastiaan Rothmann tonight as he takes a right hand. And another one going in. Glancing right hand from Rothmann. Rothmann turning up the heat. Crowd sensing it too. Oh, Watt's in trouble again, I think, Ron.
Well, it's all Rothmann now. And just pacing himself so well is Sebastiaan Rothmann, just picking his punches. He's really not up against a very, very fast-moving opponent here, so he can just pick it. Just cut off the ring. And just push out the jab, set him up with the right hand. And this is what he's doing. But very little coming back from Adam Watt. Adam Watt beginning to look like an old man in the ring. His only hope was a big one to put out a big right hand or maybe a big left hook. But he won this fight on points. Another good shot to the body from Sebastiaan Rothmann.
Don't use the shoulder.
Well, Rothmann really starting to control this bout. Cruise control he's in at the moment. He's not being overextended. And as Ron says, the only real hope Watt has, he's given away so many rounds already, is to find a big punch from somewhere.
He just lunges, Nick. Very little boxing skill does Watt. But he doesn't seem to have any snap in his punches. There's no sting.
Well, he's been forced backwards for most of the evening, so perhaps he's not able to set himself.
Look when he throws those punches. He's not setting himself up properly. Look when he does throw the right hand. It's Really. He's tumbling around the ring now is what.
Well, I think Rothmann has really started to go to another gear here. I think he senses Adam Watt is tiring in front of him.
Some blood there. I see the blood coming there on... where's the blood coming from? Blood coming... there's blood in the face of Rothmann. I think it's coming from Adam Watt.
Again, Rothmann...
Oh, he's just taking a pounding now. Watt's got very little left.
Oh, work your way out.
The shorter puncher too, Sebastiaan Rothmann. Just beating Adam Watt to the punch there. And Watt taking a bit of a pounding in that last round.
Weet jy dink jy's moe? Hy's moer as jy. Believe me. Hy's baie moer as jy. Spoeg uit. Spoeg uit. Spoeg uit. Al laat hom net terug en relax.
There are plenty of other boxers in the crowd tonight, as you would expect. Philip Ndo, the time bomb. And he's enjoying the fight action along with... I think the Golden Gloves attorney, isn't it? Ivor Laserson.
He's not Golden Gloves, he's actually the attorney of Nick Durant. Sorry, and we're looking at the action now. From the... See that right hand coming in there, cuffing right hand coming in from Durant. Good body shots there, game, and that's been the pattern of the fight.
Let's go.
Into round 6 of the scheduled 12 rounders. I don't think we're going to see 12 rounds the way Watt's fighting now.
Well, he's been broken down, as you say, Ron, so there may just be a couple of rounds left in this fight.
We're just hanging in there, and it's been all Sebastiaan Rothmann. I think the blood was possibly coming from the nose of Adam Watt.
See, Watt hasn't been able to change the pattern of this fight at all.
And as he said, he battles to fight from the front foot, the old habits from the kickboxing days, fighting off the back foot. Looking at the career of Sebastiaan Rothmann, he's 26 years old, started in 1997. He won that title in Wales, Merthyr Tydfil, Wales, against Robert Norton. He stopped him in 8. Defended against Damon Reed and defended against Kelly Oliver. His third defense shot tonight, and it's all the champion now. He's just pushing the shots, just getting the body shots in.
Rothmann, although he's got the reach advantage, he's been able to out-jab Adam Watt for most of this bout. He's worked well behind that left jab too. Sets up his right hand.
Well, I must say, Rothmann's not going wild tonight. He's picking his punches. Well, he doesn't have to, because Rothmann's it's just right in front of Watt is very slow.
Break it up, sit up.
He's really pacing himself too, Sebastiaan Rothmann.
The right hand is coming in after Rothmann, and the blood is coming out the mouth of Rothmann. He must have a cut lip, a cut to the inside. So drops of blood coming out of the mouth of Rothmann.
Break it up. Break it. Cut out the shoulder you're holding.
Certainly not causing him too much in the way of concern at the moment. Watt landing a left hook.
Well, this fight
Watch
is
your
now...
head, Adam. Last warning.
The referee just warning Watt for the head, but I think it's just sheer tiredness. I don't think it's really intentional. He's just survival mode now, is Adam Watt. He's hoping for that big one.
Overhand right from Rothmann.
Clubbing right hands. They're more rabbit punches, those, than right to the jaw. They're coming in from behind the neck of Watt.
Keep him up.
With the last 10 seconds, Joe, of round number 6.
Again, really loading up on that right hand is Sebastiaan Rothmann.
Stop.
Perhaps just making the mistake of coming on a little straight to Adam Watt at the moment. If he was shift the angles a little bit, he may just create a few uncomfortable angles for Adam Watt.
Just let him hit you like that, mate. Don't let him get a shot away on us, mate. Just stick your hand straight out into his face.
You've got to catch it. You've got to have that parry up front and stick it hard. Adam, have a drink. Drink it. One more drink.
When you get in there, put a sickening blow underneath on him when you've got the heads in there.
See, we've hit him 4 times there, but we haven't cut him underneath. We cut him once. We hit him with one good body shot, and we can hit them there.
Adam, you're feeling good, aren't you?
Adam, that last guy he fought, every time he hit him underneath, he cut him there. Come on.
Mate, he's tiring, but we're not doing it.
Have a look at the last round action. Both of them missing, really, with their right hands. Well, this has been a familiar aspect to the fight. Watt backed against those ropes. Sebastiaan Rothmann teeing off with rights and lefts. As we move into the 7th round now, second half of the fight, WBU Cruiserweight title fight. Sebastiaan Rothmann looking the fresher of the two fighters. He's built up an early lead, dropping his man in the 2nd round.
Well, Nick, I would say a big lead. I've got him 6 points ahead of my card, and Watt hasn't really done enough to edge any rounds.
Well, a very slow start to the round. Rothmann just probing with that left jab.
Fighting in slow motion now. Sebastiaan Rothmann there in the blue trunks, the defending champion, defending his title for the 3rd time against Adam Watt from Australia in the black, who's the Cruiserweight champion of the British Commonwealth.
Go on, work your way out. Wake it up.
Fight's become a little bit predictable now. I think Sebastiaan Rothmann perhaps just making the mistake of coming a little straight on to Adam Watt. Just try to create a few angles. He may have a little more success.
Well, I must say it's coming a little bit boring now, becoming a little bit of a ball. With Watt just walking his man around ring in survival mode is Adam Watt.
He's a tough Aussie, there's no question. He's taken a number of flush punches from Sebastiaan Rothmann, and he's still here to tell the story.
Well, that's all he's got. Toughness and nothing much else.
Adam, watch the elbow.
It's becoming a mauling fight now.
Watt trying to work away inside. Rothmann has those gloves up, elbows up high.
Really nothing coming back from Adam Watt.
I wonder what would happen if Sebastiaan Rothmann were to pick up the pace here. I don't know that Adam Watt has the stamina to go with him. He looks a tight fighter, does Adam Watt.
His punches are just lunging shots. No real power in those shots from Adam Watt.
It's the way he's falling around the ring as well, which just indicates to me that he's feeling the pace of this bout. Although, as I say, it's not a great pace, but I think Sebastiaan Rothmann could pick it up a bit.
But Watt is just bringing the pace down. He's slow holding, walking Rothmann around. Rothmann fighting at his pace at the moment.
Well, Sebastiaan Rothmann is really hardly breathing as I look at him. He looks in great shape tonight. I think he could work a lot harder. Stop. Anyway, I think the net result is probably another round in the bank for Sebastiaan Rothmann. So I can't be too critical because he's well on his way to winning this one. As we look at Sebastiaan Rothmann once again with Adam Watt backed onto the ropes. You see Watt bravely trying to fight his way out of that situation. But he does look a tired fighter when he reaches the middle of the ring. That's the man who put it all together tonight. Rodney Berman, Golden Gloves.
Round number 8.
We have two sanctioning bodies here tonight, of course, the IBF and the WBU. And I think both their presidents are here, aren't they, Ron?
Yes, that's right. What the
Knight. What the Knight.
Yeah. She's the new president. Bobby Lee, no more the president.
What has finally happened with that IBF tale of woe?
I think he's been sentenced to 22 months, Nick. I think that's the last. I heard it's last week.
at the bribery scandal, of course, that the IBF were involved in.
We're into round number 8 of the scheduled 12-rounder, and they're fighting at a real pedestrian pace here.
Well, that's my point, that I think Sebastiaan Rothmann could afford to pick this up. He looks in much better shape physically. I just wonder how Adam Watt would handle it.
I don't think he's got much opposition in Adam Watt. If he just picked up the pace, he could take him out.
What's that head, Adam?
Well, Watt's had quite a few warnings for the head. Tends to come in a little low. He tends to crouch as he punches, get underneath Sebastiaan Rothmann.
I think it's just sheer tiredness, the head. I think it just walks in and nods in the head.
Wake it up.
A good left hand, straight lefts coming from the champion. That's what he's got to do. Push out the left, set up Watt with the jab.
There was a little uppercut inside there, Ron. Watt had his back towards us. Watt, I think, is shaking his head. Blood on his shoulder as well, but I think that's possibly coming from the cut to Sebastiaan Rothmann's mouth. But Watt's in trouble once again. Now, Sebastiaan Rothmann, can he turn it on and finish this one? The fans want it, the crowd want it. Watt's hurting. Watt's calling him in. He's a brave fighter, but he's hurting. The sign of a hurt fighter, really. Another right hand lands, and Watt does a break dance. He goes down. And the towel comes in. It's over.
Head out!
Sebastiaan Rothmann sinks to his knees.
8, 9, out.
But a good win for Sebastiaan Rothmann, and I think Jeff Fennick did the right thing there in throwing in the towel. Adam Watt was hurting. He's a brave fighter, is Adam Watt. He was determined not to be knocked out, but you saw the legs do an absolute breakdance after he took that right hand. And if this fight had continued, I think he could have been badly hurt. So the experience of Jeff Fennick in the corner paying off, I think. Sebastiaan Rothmann gets the applause. Well, he's getting a standing ovation as parts of this big top arena rise to their feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first of 3 world title fights. South Africa takes on Australia in the clash of the continents. I said to you that this was his 3rd defense. I said to you that this was his 3rd appearance at Carnival City Casino's Big Top. And it remains a happy hunting ground for the man who is still the WBU Cruiserweight Champion of the world. He stopped the challenger 2 minutes and 6 seconds into the 8th round. The winner by knockout from South Africa, Sebastiaan Rothmann.
There you have the decision. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Counted out in the 8th round. Sebastiaan Rothmann retains his title.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBU belts, the supervisor for this contest, South Africa's WBU Commissioner, Mr. Waleed Solomon.
No rest on